Alright, welcome back, sports fans. Got a Sunday afternoon tilt between our beloved Eagan Bantam AA Wildcats facing off against the Prior Lake Lakers. We got Chris Ullman in the camera role here as per usual, and we got Mike Gannon in the play-by-play.
Shout out to Ryan Thomas. Ryan Thomas is out on vacation for MEA break.
Better be watching it on the flight.
Sure, he is watching on the flight as he's able.
I'll try to drop in lugging it through the down Main Street lines here for us just to keep it consistent.
Nice, like it a lot. See Wildcats in their away blues getting right to left Prior Lake Lakers, and their home whites getting left to right. Prior Lake always does a really nice job with their uniforms, as this year it looks like they're home. They're rocking the cream jerseys, kind of a throwback, looking pretty sharp. The Wildcats looking to have fewer turnovers today than the Minnesota Vikings. To start us off, we got Vogel, Becker, Umland, Land, and Gannon. Prior Lake takes the face-off, pushes it down deep into the Eagan defensive zone. Oh! Ben Gannon takes an edge. misplays the puck. Prior Lake had an opportunity, shot on net, sails wide.
So we got Clay in goal, netminder here today.
Clayton Haynes in goal. Same 5 on the ice. Becker takes the face-off. He gets tied up in the low corner. Ben Gannon again loses an edge. Outlet pass, Gannon to Vobel. Vobel looking up ice, trying to hit Lumlin. Oh, misplayed by Prior Lake with an offside. Eagan. So neutralized drop here near side of the boards, left side of the ice. .14:27 remaining in the first period. Same 5 on the ice as Becker lines up at the circle, takes the face-off. Vobel and Kopus has to step back. Becker to Vobel. Tied up at the red line, or blue line. D to D. Prior Lake spreads the offense. They come in hot. Nice pass. Little tic-tac-toe just taken away by Vobel. As Zach lands on, he takes it up the length of the ice. Nice pass over to Becker. Becker fans on a shot. Nice looking offensive possession briefly by your Eagan Wildcats. Karsnia attacks on the near boards. That was a pass that just drifted through to Clayton Haynes. He'll wisely cover that. And we will have a near side face-off just to Eagan goaltender's left-hand side in the Eagan defensive zone. 13:59 remaining in the first period. As you've got Karsnia, Land, Oberhammer, Pankratz.
Oh, dangerous.
And Palin on the ice. A little bit of a miscommunication out front. Prior Lake controls the puck. They come near side, taken away.
Get there.
By Priest. Priest up to Pankratz. Pankratz can't catch up to it. Now he does. It's Prior Lake, they hung back on him. Had a pass, centering pass right through the crease. That shot knocked away. Priest. Prior Lake back behind their own net. They're going to throw it up, down, and that should be an icing. They're not going to call it. They're going to say tipped, even though it was their own player behind the red line. Eagan corrals it back behind their net. Oberhammer, turnover at the blue line. Prior Lake along the far boards. They're going to wrap it up behind the Eagan net. Big hit by Oberhammer to Karsnia. Karsnia. Palin out front. That's a shot. That's a goal. So it should have been an icing call.
I think it did hit a stick.
It did, but before the red line. And there's a Prior Lake stick.
Good call.
So here we go, 0-1. Eagan Wildcats facing an uphill battle here early in the first period. 3 shots on net for Prior Lake, 0 for Eagan Wildcats. CJ, Nygaard, Saleda, Gannon, and Land. Prior Lake right through the slot. Gannon corrals the puck back in his own net. Outlet pass. Looking for Saleda. Saleda tips it back to Gannon. Gannon. On the far side. Oh, turnover. Just nudges right off his stick. Prior Lake can't corral it. Now here comes Saleda. Saleda near boards to CJ Johnson. CJ pushes it back down the Prior Lake net. Big hit by Nygaard. Tries to get it back to CJ. Puck flops back to Land. Land up to CJ. CJ back in his defensive zone, utilizing his defenseman. Pass out. And controlled by Prior Lake on the near boards. They're going to come in. They're going to walk around, wrap around. That's a goal. Eagan's looking very disjointed here to start this game.
Yeah, not a lot of cohesion going on there right now. It's 3 minutes in, no shots on goal, couple breakdowns.
Here we are back at center ice. Becker, Umland, Vobel, Karsnia, and Palin. Prior Lake comes across center ice. Pass up just a little bit wide of their rushing left forward. As Karsnia picks it up, gets it to Becker. Becker, it's a 2-on-2. He comes across the blue line with speed. He's got a Carsney up. Carsney kicks it, tries to kick him to himself. Puck falls free into the near side far corner. Outlet pass taken away by Prior Lake. As Vogel crowds the puck, it's to Palin. Palin chases back in his own defensive zone, looking for Becker. Becker to Umland. Umland, he's going to lay it up the ice. They're going to call icing that time.
Seemed like we missed the tripping call down there in our end.
All right, so we will have a face-off in the Eagan defensive zone. Again, it's Becker, Vogel, and Umland, and then you got Gannon and Land as your defensive pairing. Gannon to Vogel. Vogel looking up ice. Strikes pass. Goes over to Umland. Umland, he shoots, he scores! Oh, holy! That hit the net. They're going to say no goal as that hit post and bounced out. Second time, there's a shot by Vogel, saved by Prior Lake. Heartbreak for Eagan Wildcats.
We're going to count on Ryan now to go back and review the footage here in our booth back in Florida.
The official review sent it back to the office in the skies. Face off. Just to the left of the Prior Lake goalie. Oberhammer, Priest, Pankratz, Palin, and Karsnia. Karsnia battles at the red line. Gets the puck up to Oberhammer. Oberhammer. He's looking to get it deep. Looking. Nice backhand pass looking for Priest. Priest. He gets tangled up. Chases the puck down to the corner. Nice centering opportunity. Just misses a streaking Odin Oberhammer as Pankratz is able to catch the puck at the blue line and hold his own. Priest gets his stick on the puck. Prior Lake loses an edge as now they come away with the puck. They're a hard pass across the zone. Can't be caught up to by their offensive player, and Eagan pushes back to the neutral zone. Prior Lake regroups, shot on net, stick save by Clayton Haynes. He paddles that near boards, and then we'll go Palin up to Priest. Priest looking for Oberhammer. Oberhammer loses control of the far boards, picked up by Gannon. Gannon streaks to the near boards. He's going to backhand that deep, waiting for the rest of his team to get a change. Applies pressure back behind the net. Here comes Saleta. We got Saleta, we got CJ. Land and Gannon. Gannon. His back check. Applies just enough pressure. Prior Lake takes a contested shot on net right into Clayton's chest plate. So the face-off to Clayton's right-hand side. As you got Gannon, Lamb, Johnson, Nygaard, and Saleta. Saleta out to the point. Prior Lake through the shot. Now back up to their point. Shot. Wide rebound. Falls to Saleta. Puck held in by Prior Lake. Land takes it back behind his own net, looking a little D to D. Gannon can't catch up to the puck, so Prior Lake reverses. And Eagan sends it back to neutral ice. Prior Lake along the far boards. There's a turnover to CJ. CJ got a little excited, tries to cross over. Prior Lake defenseman. This handles the puck. And Prior Lake, they're going to throw all the way down the length of the ice. They're going to say that must have tipped an Eagan player as icing was waived. Strong pass. It's like Slater to Nygaard. Nygaard up the far boards. He's going to dump it back on the Prior Lake net. Chased down by CJ. He can't catch up to it, and now that will be icing. So we will come all the way down the length of the ice into the Prior Lake defensive zone. And Eagan will get a change as Karsnia and Palin are your defensive pairing. And Becker, Vogel, Umland take the ice as your three forwards. Clayton Haynes in net has stopped 5 shots, led in 2. The Wildcats, they're coming back. They've got 2 shots on net. Vogel from the left-hand circle. His shot gets deflected, and now Prior Lake comes out with the puck. It's a 3-on-2 man advantage for Prior Lake. Now it's a 4-on-2 if they hustle. The pass taken away by Becker. Looks like they're going to call offside. So it must have been before the pass. Say, Paul?
Offside? Yeah, I think so.
So Becker takes the face off and neutralized to the right of the center line. Lunges forward. Palin comes up, pokes it away. Land to Gannon. Gannon up the far boards looking for Umland. That'll be icing, as Umland could not get a stick on it.
At least it appears we're settling in a little bit now.
It does look like they are. The speed of the game is not what I had expected it to be thus far. I think both teams are just trying to settle in. Probably Lake's looking a little bit more sharp. Egan's got a few turnovers. But once Eagan gets some shot on net, it'll be good. Here comes Becker. To Vobel. Vobel. Back to Becker. Becker. Oh, this shot just wide right. Great tic-tac-toe play. Becker to Vobel, back to Becker. Now Eagan tries to hold the zone, unable to do so. Interference! Eagan wants an interference call. No call coming. We will have an offside, though, and neutralized drop.
But Prior Laker was riding on top of Logan Umland the whole way down the ice.
So near side, neutral zone. Priest, Pankratz, Oberhammer, Gannon, and Land. Pankratz to Land. Land looking for Priest. Priest gets tied up. Eagan Wildcats, they've got size, but so far they're being out-muscled here by this Prior Lake team. Gannon, drop pass to Priest. Priest shot. Glove save. Prior Lake. Eagan looking to provide some offensive pressure. All right, Palin, Karsnia back on D. And Oberhammer, Pankratz, and Priest at your forwards. Priest applies pressure down low. He's gonna let Prior Lake know that he's here and he's gonna be physical. Now Prior Lake comes the other way. Mishandle the puck momentarily. There's a nice cross pass. Just goes a little bit too hot. Outlet, Oberhammer to Priest. Priest right through the slot. He's gonna hold it up at the blue line as Prior Lake is able to clear the zone. Puck controlled by Ben Palin. Ben Palin to Easton Karsnia. Karsnia. Nice second effort to control the puck at the red line. Drop pass to Palin. Palin. Look at the near boards. Flings it up to Pankratz. And that. Wow. All right.
Not sure these guys have a real handle on icing right now.
They're going to. I don't know. I think he was going to call icing, but because it's not icing, they're going to do an offside.
I don't know.
You know, it's early in the season for referees, too. Salea. No, that's not Salea. That was, who's 96? Nygaard. Nygaard with a big hit. Gannon and Land.
How is that not icing?
That's moving, yep. Prior Lake controls the puck, far boards. It loses an edge. Turn over to CJ. CJ up to Salea. Salea. He runs into traffic. And he loses a stick. Prior Lake with the puck. They regroup in their own defensive zone. They're looking just to get a change. They've got a fresh five on the ice. Outlet pass to Kopas. Kopas to their left winger. Taken up by their center. Gannon lands still on. CJ, Becker, and Umland. Gannon gets accosted in the corner. Puck comes free and knocked away by Haynes. Land to CJ. CJ up to Becker. Becker. His shot on net, just wide left. Really nice looking shot. Had an opportunity. Turnover to Vobel. Vobel, far boards. His shot deflected by a shin pad of the Prior Lake Lakers. Zach Land, he's back. He's accompanied by Easton Karsnia. Land goes to Vobel. Vobel to Karsnia. Karsnia on the far boards, unable to get the puck out of the defensive zone. Battle on the near boards by Land. Land to Becker. Becker up to Umland. Umland using his head. Face mask off to Becker. Becker to Vobel. Vobel regroups. He's going to throw it down through the middle. No one's home for Eagan Wildcats. Outlet pass by Prior Lake. Prior Lake tips up and over Palin. They come down unaccosted. Wrap around to the shot. And there is a loose puck. Easton Karsnia stopped that one from going in. Palin, turnover, right in the middle of the Eagan defensive end. Follows to Palin. Palin to Vobel. Vobel looks to pass to his right winger, who is not there. Oberhammer was changing for Umland. Karsnia with the puck, down behind the Eagan net, up to Becker. Becker to Oberhammer. He's waiting, looking his shot. Glove save, Prior Lake. I'll take that all day long. We're going to get some offensive zone.
Just over 4 minutes left here. Shots getting a little closer. 8-6 in favor of Prior Lake. Score 2-0.
Pankratz, Oberhammer, and Priest, Land, and Gannon on the ice. Eagan wins the faceoff, pushes it into the far corner in the Prior Lake defensive zone. The puck is held up. Now falls free to Oberhammer. Oberhammer battles, knocks it out to Pankratz. Pankratz, he looked back for Oberhammer, a little touch and go. Couldn't get it through traffic. As now puck is free in the neutral zone, and that is an offside as Priest was unable to get back onside after being caught below the Prior Lake net. So we'll have a face-off here in neutral ice, just left of the center line on Prior Lake's side of the ice. Priest, Pankratz, Oberhammer, Land, and Gannon. 3:35 remaining in the first period. Prior Lake controls the puck, D to D, knocked away by Oberhammer. Oberhammer forces the issue, throws the puck into the offensive zone, chased down by Pankratz. Pankratz delivers a nice hit on the near boards. Turnover, center ice. Gannon looking for Oberhammer. His pass did not have enough mustard on it. As we go back and forth here, and Land drives it back to neutral ice. Land, he's going to push the zone. But here comes Prior Lake coming the other way. Prior Lake on the near boards. Zach Land battles back down his own net. Nice little touch pass to Ben Gannon. Ben Gannon looks up ice past to Odin Oberhammer. Oberhammer to center ice. He's going to throw it down on net as Eagan gets a full 5 change. She has Saleta, CJ, Nygaard, Palin, and Karsnia. Palin takes his time, looks for the outlet pass to Saleta. Saleta, touch pass, looking for CJ. Couldn't hit him. Falls free to Prior Lake, and that's offside by about an inch, but it was a good call. Nonetheless, we'll have a neutral zone face-off, far side of the ice, left side in the Prior Lake area. Again, it's CJ, Nygaard, Saleta, Palin, Karsnia. Eagan wins the face-off. Palin wisely just throws it down to the goalie's left-hand side. Picked up by Prior Lake. Prior Lake, outlet pass near boards. They try to do a tip pass. They get held up by Palin. Palin to Nygaard. Now puck is free. It's a 2-on-2 as they're rushing the other way. Saleta's back. Karsnia's back. Nice save, Clayton Haynes. Prior Lake unable to handle it. Puck falls free into the far corner. Eagan defensive zone. Shot knocked away by Saleta at the blue line. And Saleta makes them regroup at center ice. I really like that effort by our forwards. Getting back, physical play. Down. Nygaard, Saleta, CJ, Karsnia, Palin, Prior Lake. They come on the offensive rush, knocked away by Eagan. And Saleta, he's going to come to center ice. He's going to throw it deep. As again, Eagan gets a change. Becker, Volbel, Umland, Gannon, and Land. Nice job by Umland. That pass deflected off of his boot. Becker comes the other way. Becker, he comes around. He tries to go around the goalie. Goalie comes out, takes out Becker. Eagan Wildcat fans want a trip. I think that they let the goalies play when you are in their crease.
A little disagreement from the Eagan fans here, but I think you probably are right. If you can escape through there, he's a game.
Thus far, to be down 2-0 at the end of one would be a blessing. Gannon holds the puck at the blue line. His shot right into the chest of a Prior Lake player. His second effort gets Umland. Umland looking for Volbel. Oh, nice defensive play by number 8 on the Prior Lake Lakers as he lays down his stick and blocks that pass. Zach Land skates underneath the stick of the rushing right forward to block that, and now that puck pops free and out. And I don't even know where the puck is. There it is, center ice. Umlin had it like a magician. Drop pass from Becker looking for Umlin. Umlin not aware. That's a shot up and over Clayton Haynes' head. Umlin over to Gannon. 10 seconds, back to neutral ice. Becker to Umlin, to Gannon, over to Land. And it looks like we are going to end the first period as Vogel and Nordby got into it a little bit at the end of that period. So tensions are building as Eagan is looking to build some momentum.
Yeah, you really need that first. I'll say the next goal is probably pretty critical.
You can't score 3 until you score 1.
All right.
Here we go, Wildcat fans. Puck drop, period 2. Being Wildcats again in their way of blues, getting left to right. Prior Lake Lakers in their cream home jerseys. It's getting right to left. To start the second period, you've got Karsnia, Palin, Oberhammer, Pankratz, and Priest. 15 minutes up on the board. Eagan Wildcats looking to make a game of it as they came back. Shots on goal. As now it's 10 shots on goal, Prior Lake, 8 shots on goal. Eagan Wildcats. Eagan cycles the puck back to Priest. Priest, outlet pass to Pankratz. Pankratz looking to chip it up to Oberhammer. Doesn't get juice on it. As Prior Lake pushes it back into the Eagan defensive zone. Oberhammer along the near boards. Oberhammer gets stifled for a minute. Gets it out to Jace Pankratz. Pankratz runs into a moving wall at the red line. Oberhammer. So we're going to have offside as the puck got tied up at the blue line. So a neutral ice drop to the right side of the center line as Gannon and Land come on the ice, as do Soleda, Nygaard, and CJ. Nygaard takes the face off, pushes to CJ. CJ up into Prior Lake defensive zone. Nice back check by Nygaard. Open ice hit against CJ. As Prior Lake, they're trying to play bully ball a little bit here early in the second period. Zach Land tries to make a play on the puck. Comes off the top of his stick. There's a shot. Pad save by Haynes. Centering pass. A little too hot to handle as it flounders and gets pushed back to neutral ice. Prior Lake, they collect the puck and they will just dump it as they get a defensive pairing change. Picked up back behind the net by Zach Land. Zach Land looking for Marshall Saleta. Saleta was looking for Pankratz. As that just slides harmlessly through the center of the slot. Marshall Saleta had an opportunity for a quick one-timer and could not handle it. Shot, stick save by Haynes. Land
safe from play there.
Try to push the puck out, taken away by Prior Lake. Prior Lake, they dump it down deep right to Clayton's right-hand side. They try to shove it in, and Clayton says, nope, not today. Big-time stop by a big-time goaltender. Umland, Becker, Vobel, Karsnia, and Palin. There's Becker to Umland. Umland looking back to Becker. Becker. He's got Vobel on his left side. He's going to come along the ice. Nice drop pass. Vobel, his shot into the back leg of a Prior Lake Laker. Karsnia tries to hold the blue line. Now it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Nice shot by Priest. He got down. That shot just tipped up and over the head of Clayton Haynes. Brilliant job by Jamison Priest. Here comes Vobel, right near side, his shot. Rebound. Someone can't catch up to it. There's Priest. Another rebound. No one's home for your Wildcats as the Lakers try to go end to end. And they are held into the neutral ice. Umland applying pressure. Prior Lake with speed. He comes around. Easton's got to watch that stick. He got caught flat-footed momentarily. There's a shot for the rebound, and there's a goal. That was a great second, third, fourth effort by Prior Lake.
Clay gets the first couple and takes them out of the net, and Prior Lake's right there to jump on it. 3-0.
Gannon, Palin, Pankratz, Nygaard, and Oberhammer, being Wildcats, are now looking at a 0-3 deficit. 11:32 remaining in the second period. Face off. Nygaard up to Gannon. Gannon pushes the offensive zone. Drops it back to Nygaard. Nygaard trying to make something happen. They want a tripping there, but that was not a trip. No call. Good no call. Palin to Oberhammer. Oberhammer near boards of Pankratz. Pankratz back to Gannon. Gannon corrals the puck up to Palin. Palin back to Gannon. Gannon looking up ice. His pass taken away by Prior Lake as he goes back and forth to the center line until Nygaard wisely throws it deep into the corner. A little puck and chase. Open ice hit by Nygaard. Eagan just looking to score a goal. There's a nice shot by Gannon. Glove hand save.
That's some good pressure from Reed right there. Going in, chasing it down, put a big hit on somebody, bench cheers.
That's the type of momentum changer you need.
Maybe that get them going a little bit here.
Priest has moved back to defense. You got Priest, Land, Saleda, Becker, and Johnson. Prior Lake off to the races, far boards. Johnson tries to do his best to pester the rushing forward. Puck falls free to Luke Becker. Luke Becker on the far boards. He's just juggling the puck. Oh, got to get back on side. Nice job by Saleda and Becker. Priest back in his own defensive zone. Looks up ice to Land. Land. Pass behind Johnson. Back to Priest. Priest tries to dump it deep. Taken away by Boone at the center line. Puck fought free by Prior Lake. Prior Lake drop pass. There's a shot right to the slot, and that is off of Clayton's glove up and into the net. So a face-off to Clayton's left-hand side in the Eagan defensive zone. So it looks like Reed Thunder is looking to change the lineups a little bit. Get some different looks here in the second period. You got Umland, Vobel, Nygaard, Karsnia, and Palin.
Down a defensive player in Gavin and still without Evan, the forward.
So it looks like Priest is playing for Ben Gannon. I don't know if Ben's playing forward or if they're just cycling. I'm not real sure. Outlet pass. The one-on-one. He beat Palin. He comes around. That's a shot, and that's a goal. 4-0. As Prior Lake goes end-to-end without much resistance. Shots on goal 17 for the Prior Lake Lakers, 10 for Eagan Wildcats. With a score of 4-0 here. 9:28 remaining in the second period. Umland, Vobel, Nygaard, Karsnia, Palin. Prior Lake wins the faceoff. We're going to cycle it back to the red line. Nygaard applied pressure. Nice open ice hit by Nygaard. So Vobel looking for Umland. Umland gets his stick knocked away. Great play by Prior Lake. Turnover back to Umland. Umland gets swallowed up. On the left side post of the Prior Lake netminder. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Karsnia applies pressure. Deflects him. Back behind the Eagan net. Nice job by Easton. Eagan swings the puck to the far side to Charlie Vobel. He can't clear the zone. Shot on goal. Sails wide left. Vobel back behind Eagan's net. Looking up ice. Or Nygaard to Umland. Umland pushes the puck up. Taken away by Prior Lake. Prior Lake back in their own defensive zone. Backhand pass off the board. It's a 3-on-2. Nice job by Jace Pankratz. He just turned on the afterburners, came across looking for an open ice hit, took the puck away, got it to Becker. Becker. Cross ice to Zach Land. Zach Land. His shot. Oh, nice cherry of a rebound. Right hand side. No one's home for Eagan Wildcats. As their defensive pairing is now Gannon and Land. Outlet pass. Pankratz looking for Land. He can't handle it. And that puck is deflected out into the Eagan bench. We'll have a face-off in neutral zone to the right side of the center line. It's Gannon, Land, Becker, Pankratz, Oberhammer. Becker to Pankratz. Pankratz pushes the offensive zone, taken away by Prior Lake. Puck sails free. Now chased down by the Lakers. Outlet pass. Picked up by Land. Land up ice to the right side of the netminder. Prior Lake chases it down. Outlet pass taken away by Becker. Becker to the slot. His shot. Wide right. Battle by Oberhammer to Becker. Becker out to Land. Land his quick one. Right up and it's deflected just wide right. Love the effort. Keep throwing that puck on net, boys. Pankratz, Oberhammer battle. Lose the puck to Prior Lake. Prior Lake gets a 3-on-2. That shot sails wide off the glass. Bounces all the way back to neutral ice. Picked up again by Prior Lake. Pankratz applies pressure. Forces a turnover to Ben Gannon. Ben Gannon along the center ice. Gannon to Oberhammer. Oberhammer to Pankratz. Pankratz. Don't know if that was a pass shot or just it's offside. So a face-off, neutral zone.
Well, that might have been our longest stretch in the offensive zone.
I think you might be
Fire
right.
pass down there.
Saleda, Nygaard, CJ, Karsnia, Palin. Icing. Prior Lakes will come back down deep into the Prior Lake defensive zone. Nygaard sets to take the face off here, just to the netminder's right-hand side. Eagan looking for their first goal of the game. Nygaard, that's a high stick by CJ. Prior Lake touches it first, so no whistle. Breakout pass. Comes through along the near boards. That shot. Great save by
Clayton. A lot of
Clayton.
traffic in front of play there.
He was shielded effectively. Face off to Clayton's right-hand side. Karsnia, Palin stay on the ice. The defensive pairing, Saleda, Nygaard, and CJ also stay on as your forwards. 6:09 remaining in the second period. Centering pass, shot fanned on by Prior Lake. Wrap around the Eagan net. And Karsnia deflects that, looking for Priest. Priest off the far boards, looking for CJ, as Saleda's there to pick up the puck. Saleda overskates it. Prior Lake does a nice job getting back to center ice. That's offside as Priest tries to hold the blue line and avoid an odd man rush the other way. So you got Priest, Becker, Umland. Oh, Priest changes out. So you got Bulbul, Becker, Umland, Gannon, Palin, Umland. Back behind the Prior Lake net. Drop pass to Becker. Becker looking for Gannon. Gannon to Palin. Palin. He's going to throw it on net. That's nice. Rebound. Comes wide to Bulbul. Bulbul shot all the way back down to Gannon. Gannon, his shot off the stick of the Laker. Puck comes the other way. Taken away by Palin. Palin to Becker. To Bulbul. Bulbul comes to the slot. He's going to take a shot.
Oh, nice shot.
Another rebound. Padded wide left. Picked up by Becker. Becker. His pass to hold the offensive zone. Taken away by Prior Lake. Prior Lake comes the other way. They can't handle the puck. Drops it back in the neutral zone until they can catch up to it and throw it deep into the Eagan defensive zone. Palin to Becker. Becker. Near boards. So Umland. Umland looking for Bulbul. As Eagan's forced to drop it back, regroup. Gannon up to Umland. Umland tips it into the Eagan offensive zone. Ooh. They're going to call a penalty on that? For roughing. Gannon for roughing. That was a play on the puck. Did not leave his feet. I wonder if they're going to call elbow. Maybe.
Refs finally made an appearance today.
So Eagan goes on the penalty kill. 4:26 remaining in the second period. Prior Lake, they win the face-off. They're going to cycle the puck, looking for an open shooting lane. Nice pass right down there. No one's home. Clayton, nice job. Just stands big, takes away the shooting lane. As it really was a one-on-one. I mean, that pass was great. You got Nygaard, Priest, CJ, and Land. Prior Lake cycling the puck, looking for open ice. Here they are near boards. They're going to pass it down low and come out back up top. Somehow Prior Lake cycles it all the way through. CJ, nice job, just passes it back to Clayton Haynes. Clayton Haynes covers it, so we'll have a face-off to our netminder's left-hand side. 3:52 remaining in the second period. 1:26 remaining in the power kill. Karsnia, Palin, Becker, Umland. Prior Lake cycles it near boards. Back behind the Eagan net, out to the point. D to D. Ulrich down low. And that's a crossing pass. Nice job by Haynes to get his leg out there to deflect that wide. 52 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Shot, glove save by Eagan. Full of a face-off to Clayton's left-hand side. And the 4 on the ice will stay on the ice. Then Palin, Karsnia, Becker, Umland. Nice pass down low right through the Eagan defender's legs. Mishandled by Prior Lake. Picked up by Palin. Palin off the boards, back to center ice. That'll knock 20 seconds off the penalty kill as Prior Lake regroups. They call them along the far boards to the right-hand circle. Now they cycle it back up to the point. There's a shot from the circle. Haynes nudges that up and over the net. Becker, open ice hit. Prior Lake from the top of the slot. They slide it back down low. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for Eagan Wildcats as turnover, Prior Lake. And Luke Becker runs into traffic, almost pushes the guy into his own bench. 3 seconds remaining as a little face-off to Haynes' left-hand side. Overhammer gets the puck to Land to Pancratz. Pancratz over to Land. Land looking up for Nygaard. Nygaard almost had Overhammer. Nice little outlet play there by your Eagan Wildcats as Nygaard. Nice second effort to attack that puck. However, Prior Lake is able to exit the zone back to neutral ice. Turnover, Pancratz, ill-advised pass right through the neutral zone as they just shredded this Eagan defensive zone. Shot on net, save Haynes. Pushed wide, controlled by Prior Lake. Prior Lake, that's a bouncing puck. Rebound, loose out in front. Haynes trying to find it. 3 Eagan Wildcats try to clear out number 16.
Well, I like that. Zach,
No penalties called.
Put the guy on the ground, the ice. I like it.
So, determined. Excessive force was not used. Great.
Just enough force.
Got Karsnick, Gannon, Oberhammer, Pancratz, and Nygaard. Face off to Clayton's left-hand side. 1:40 remaining in the second period. Eagan Wildcats down 4-0. Eagan Wildcats just not rushing to the puck. Puck going back behind the Eagan net. Knocked out by Prior Lake. Prior Lake, they're not moving super fast either, but they just are controlling the puck. They're controlling the space. As Eagan tries to force the offensive zone, Pancratz rushes, drops it to Nygaard. Nygaard, he just mishandles the puck, can't get a shot on net. As here comes Prior Lake going the other direction. Drop hand pass around. Really nice job moving the puck by the Lakers. That's a backhand shot. 3 saves in a row by Haynes. As Nygaard gets tied up. Now he comes out of the zone with the puck on the near boards. He's going to dump it and get off the ice. 44 remaining. You got Karsnia, CJ, Gannon, Becker, Saleta. Prior Lake's going to do a dump and chase. Falls to the stick of Luke Becker. Luke Becker to CJ. CJ tries to exit the zone back to Becker. Unable to do so. Prior Lake throws it back on net. Karsnia grabs the puck. 17 seconds. CJ back to neutral ice. 12 seconds. Taken away by Saleta. Saleta. He's waiting for somebody from Eagan. Gannon on the near side. His pass right to the center looking for Saleta. Saleta knocks it to CJ. CJ can't control the puck, and that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Eagan Wildcats 0. Lead Prior Lake Lakers 4.
fans, to start period 3 here. Eagan trailing 4-0 to the Prior Lake Lakers. Hope you enjoyed your view of the sweet science of the Zamboni. I don't think there's anyone out there that really knows how that works. 15 minutes to glory.
Here we are, Wildcat fans. We're back to our originating. The Wildcats going right to left. The Prior Lake Lakers left to right. To start here, you got Gannon, Land, Umlin, Vobel, Becker. Vobel to Gannon. Gannon. He takes a shot on that. Oh, that rebound sailed just left. As Prior Lake collect the puck, bring it up along the far boards. There's a hit delivered by Vobel. Then Haynes back in net. Deflects that wide, picked up by Land. Land, his crossing pass for Vobel, intercepted. There's contact. Becker to Vobel, Vobel to Umlin. Umlin. It's a 1-on-4. Let's go, Ummy. He's able to spin move out of that, throw it down low. Vobel's there to support, scares Prior Lake a little bit. There's a shot by Land, deflected wide by the Laker goalie. Umlin, pressure to Becker. They're going to call an elbow against Becker.
What they call?
So Becker goes to sin bin for 2 minutes, 13:56 remaining in the third period for an early penalty kill opportunity for Eagan Wildcats. So the Eagan coaches are arguing less than they did when Gannon got his penalty. So I think that they saw the elbow, but it is disheartening to watch the Prior Lake coach's arm go up before the referees. But
At least Eagan has come out with a little bit more energy here.
which I like. Let's fire up. You know, let's be physical, and we gotta keep those elbows down. So on the penalty kill, you'll have Karsnia, Nygaard, Priest, and Oberhammer face off to Haynes' right-hand side. Puck drop. Taken by Prior Lake. They're going to dump it right out in front of the net. They fan on it. Oberhammer tries to get the puck out. That's corralled by the defenseman, dropped to himself. Prior Lake cycles it behind the Eagan net. Back up top to the high slot. And they're going to pass it back down into the corner as Priest applies pressure. That's a shot. Pad save. Deflects wide left. Shot through the crease, turned into a pass as Prior Lake gathers the puck back at top of the zone. There's Senneman, cycles it through the high slot. Now they're looking towards the top end circle. 1:01 remaining in the penalty kill. Backhand pass, far circle. Loses an edge. Picked up by Karsnia. Karsnia, nice job. He swings it back behind the Eagan net. Priest, he holds his position. That's a nice block by Haynes. And Oberhammer, he's going to throw that down for an icing to the other end of the ice. So Eagan, nice job. Letting Prior Lake pass that along the outside of the zone pretty much for the entirety of that first minute. Two very weak shots on goal.
Yeah. Odin has a knack for sending those long clearances on net. That one just missed.
Yeah, Gannon and Pankratz, Saleda, and Palin on the ice. Pankratz applies pressure at the top of the zone. Cycle down, that's a shot. Sails wide right off the glass, back up to the point. Prior Lake controls the puck. As again, they're passing around the outskirts of the zone. Pankratz trying to take that one away. Shot deflected by Haynes back behind the Eagan net. Picked up by Palin. Palin, he's going to throw along the far side of the boards. Eagan not applying any pressure. Beautiful save by Haynes as Eagan is full strength. Palin to Saleta, and there's a penalty against Prior Lake. So Eagan will go on the man advantage here with 11:46 to play in the third period.
Eagan fans starting to feel a little bit vindicated.
Flags in the box. And you got Umland, Vogel, Becker, Gannon, and Oberhammer. So a little bit of a different look here on this power play as Oberhammer, he takes the face off, drops it back to Becker. Becker looking for Vogel. Prior Lake so far being a little bit more aggressive on their penalty kill than Eagan as they're coming way out to the sides of this Eagan attack. Vogel right to the center to Oberhammer. Oberhammer off of his stick as Prior Lake sends it back down the length of the ice. Umland pursues it, but can't catch up to it as it does end up behind the goal line, so for an icing. Come back down to the Prior Lake goaltender's right-hand side. Same 5 on the ice. You got Obi taking the face off. You got Gannon fighting out in front of the net. Obi to Umland. Umland to Becker. Becker at the right point. He's going to cycle it to Vogel. Vogel, the high slot. His shot deflected up and into the net.
1:29 left on the Eagan power play.
Eagan keeps the same 5 on the ice. 31 seconds have gone by in the Eagan power play. Oberhammer to the goaltender's left-hand side, nudges it down into the corner, picked up by Gannon. Gannon looking for Becker. Becker takes it to the point. He's going to change sides with Vogel. Near side, Umland. Umland to the high slot. Becker looking for the puck. He's open on the other side. Umland can't reach him. That puck sails wide. They're not going to call icing. Prior Lake picks up to it, or catches up to it rather, sorry. And they had a 2-on-1. Missed pass opportunity. Oden, great battle into the boards. Allows Becker to pick up the puck. 50 seconds remaining in the player advantage as the Wildcats have failed to get many opportunities. Oberhammer into the offensive zone. Comes back. Umland. The Eagan fans, they want the Wildcats to increase pressure here. So I got Priest, Saleta, Pankratz, Nygaard, and Land. Prior Lake wins the face-off. They're going to come the other way. Stopped at the red line by Land. Land to Priest, over to Pankratz. Pankratz turnover. Sails back into the Eagan defensive zone, and that'll be icing as Saleta tries to go off the boards. Looking for Pankratz, a little bit too strong. 26 seconds remaining on the power play as Eagan is found again back on their heels. 10-12 remaining in the third period. Saleta, he takes the face off. And Prior Lake controls it. 20 seconds remaining. Time enough for one more Eagan offensive push if they can get it out of the zone. Land to Saleta. Saleta to Pankratz. Pankratz back to Saleta. Saleta offside as we keep messing around at the blue line. The Wildcats need to go north and south, get over that blue line and set something up.
Currently getting doubled up on shots, 34-17, not closing the gap here on this power play.
Becker, Vogel, Umland, Palin, and Karsnia. Palin collects the puck, crosses the center line, and throws it deep into the Prior Lake defensive zone. It is now 5-on-5. Becker to Palin. Palin trying to buy time. Turns it over to Prior Lake. Prior Lake up ice, offside.
Saved by the offside on a 4-on-1 going the other way here.
Oh, it was only a 4-on-1. We had it.
Yeah, we had it.
Becker to take the face off. Vogel is right on his backside. But they dropped the puck fast, did not call anything, and then here comes Prior Lake. 1-on-none. Shot. Save. Haynes. Battles by Karsnia to Becker. Becker looked at Vogel, then took it himself. Becker, cross ice pass to looking for Ummy. Just sails back behind him. Ummy, big hit in the corner. To Vogel. Vogel back to Ummy. Ummy gets tied up. Prior Lake collects the puck, and they're able to pop it back and neutralize. It's a 1-on-1. Charlie Vogel picked his pocket. As Prior Lake pushes the offensive zone. Puck collected by Karsnia. Karsnia to Umland. Umland looking for Becker. Active sticks here by the Lakers. 8:36 remaining in the third period. Palin controls the puck. Cross ice pass for Easton Karsnia. Karsnia looking for Saleda. Goes right to a Prior Lake player. Now Vogel. Vogel up to Saleda. Bouncing puck goes over Saleda's stick, and Prior Lake comes the other way. Gannon and Lan are on the ice with CJ, Becker, and Saleda. Gannon to CJ. CJ can't crawl the puck. Taken away by Prior Lake. Prior Lake. Their shot knocked away by Becker to CJ. CJ off the boards. Looking for somebody to help him out. Eagan looking not just like they don't know where to go. Lands able to get the puck out of the zone before there's an Eagan turnover. CJ saves Prior Lake from an icing. Uses a big body to get that puck through traffic to Nygaard. Nygaard runs into traffic along the blue line. Nice pass, nice shot. High stick, they don't call it. Nope, they're saying no high stick. And that right there is a cross check to the head. Nordby. So Nordby was the one that was getting into it with Vogel earlier in the game. And now he was caught throwing some wood at Gannon's head.
I didn't exactly see what happened.
So there's a battle down low for the puck in the corner. And it was 3 Eagan kids to 1. And I think it was just a physical play, and out of frustration, you just saw the Prior Lake player raise his stick a little bit. I think he just meant to get Eagan off his back, but went a little high. So Eagan will go back on the power play. Backer to Vogel, Umland, Gannon, and Oberhammer. Oberhammer to Gannon. Gannon takes it in the lower corner, drops it off for Umland. Umland up top to Vogel. Vogel. Nice pass. Tries to Oberhammer. Oberhammer through, and Gannon had an open net and could not convert. Nice job by Eagan to just fill the passing lanes. Comes out to Umland. Umland, his shot deflected. Over to Becker. Becker to Vogel. Vogel, his shot. It's a glove save.
Nice save. I don't know who it was in front of the net there, but tried to pull it back instead of taking it in one time. Tap in.
He could have blown that one in. There you go. Take 2. You know, we're just getting our early season reps in. That's all it is. Wow. An aggressive face-off. As I don't even know who hit that, but that went way out into the Eagan defensive zone. Picked up by Becker. Becker comes up ice with speed. Loses the puck in the lower left-hand circle. Prior Lake off the boards down the ice. That will be an icing. As Prior Lake almost got to that puck.
It was closer.
Yep. Love that effort by Prior Lake. 1:27 remaining in the power play for Eagan Wildcats. Again, it's Umland, Oberhammer, Gannon, Vogel, Becker. Oberhammer to Gannon. Gannon looking for Becker. Drops it to Umland. Umland now to Becker. Becker to Vogel. Near boards. Over to Umland. Umland looking to penetrate the zone a little bit. And stretches the ice. Gets over to Becker. Becker to Vobel. Vobel. Cross-ice pass looking for Oberhammer. A little too hot to handle. Becker takes it in the corner. He is ping-ponged around. Gannon tries to get a shot on net. That's popped up and over as Prior Lake. They come down the other side. 2-on-3. Shot through the crease. Wide. Prior Lake controls it. Nice big hit by Gannon as the puck goes to Vobel. It's a 2-on-1. Vobel, he's going to take it. He shoots, he scores! Chuck Vobel, with 5:44 remaining in the third period, puts Eagan on the board with 1. So that power play ends in a goal. First special teams goal of the afternoon for either team.
A little snipe from Chuck. I'd like to see it. We need more than just Luke scoring this season.
Yep. I think we're gonna get a good amount of goals off this line. I don't know if there's controversy as to who the assist goes to, or
some girls, dude.
both doors. Oh, looks like we're in a Prior Lake. Person to go back into the box.
Eagan back to the power play, it looks like.
I don't know. So it's a fresh penalty. 2 minutes assessed to 13 from Prior Lake. So we score, and somehow Prior Lake has a penalty. Must have said something. All right, so Land, Nygaard, Priest, Saleta, and Pankratz on the ice. Saleta comes up the far boards, loses the puck to Prior Lake, held in by Nygaard. Outlet pass tipped by Saleta. Land to Saleta. Saleta can't gather it. That's going to go down the other side for icing. So we'll come back into the Eagan defensive zone. Goalie pass there. Did you say Haynes was on a stick? Oh. Sorry, I'm just confused. It looks like Haynes does not have a stick. But I'm sure he does someplace. All right, Pankratz and Land, they battle. Top corner, Pankratz slides it over, looking for Saleta. Saleta, he's got Priest down at the lower post. He slides it over. Not to Saleta, but to Nygaard. Nygaard, his shot was deflected up and into the net. Nice play by your Eagan Wildcats, really opening up this ice with 53 seconds remaining in the power play. 4:36 remaining in the third period.
I can confirm that Clay does have a stick.
But it doesn't, it's okay, but it's the angle that it's at. So he's holding a stick, but okay, that's funny. Anyway, we got Umland, Gannon, Becker, Oberhammer, and Vobel. Slides over from Umland to Becker, Becker back to Vobel at the top. Back to Becker, Becker, he's going to take a shot. That hits the skate of one of the Prior Lake players. Rallied by Gannon, Gannon to Becker, Becker to Vobel. Vobel's going to slide it over to Umland, Umland. Looking for Oberhammer. Pass deflected. Thrown off the boards and down. They're going to say no icing, as that is not going to make it there before Vobel can get there. 20 seconds remaining. Vobel tries to pass it back, taken away by Prior Lake. Prior Lake, they come up and around. That shot sails wide. Nice effort by Haynes to make himself very big, but they missed that net. The Eagan Wildcats come the other way. Gannon over to Becker. Becker pass a little bit behind him. He's trying to throw it down as we're now 5-on-5. Puck slides through, covered by Haynes. So I think that Eagan is settling down. They're looking a little bit more controlled. If we can keep building on these developments each game, we should be fine. But we came out very flat-footed this afternoon.
Yeah, gotta get used to each other still.
Shot wide left, hard off the boards, wraps all the way around back to the point. Picked up by Nygaard to Saleta, Karsnia gets his pocket picked at the blue line. Was able to battle through it. CJ applies a body down back behind the Prior Lake net. Prior Lake controls it. They come up ice, and they're all on their own. That puck sails wide, poked away by Clayton Haynes. Palin up to Saleta. Saleta gets it to neutral ice and then skates away. Prior Lake does Eagan its own favor, throws it back into their own defensive zone. Pressured by Saleta. Karsnia holds his own, but for a second. Now here comes Prior Lake on a 2-on-1. He comes around. Nice pad save, Haynes. Rebound taken by CJ. His pass. Deflected shot. And covered by Haynes. So Eagan Wildcats had 4 shots on goal during the last 2 power plays. Not exactly what you want to see, even though they were moving the puck and they were looking like they were pushing the offensive angles pretty well. Becker, Oberhammer, Pankratz, Priest, and Land on the ice. Battle down low by Becker and Land. Becker takes it back on his own net. Out to Pankratz. Pankratz looks up ice. Tries to get it over to Land. Taken away. Tipped by Prior Lake. Turnover. Right in the slot. Eagan's got to do a better job of looking for clean passing lanes. That was a nice play. Oberhammer to Becker. Becker looking for Pankratz. Taken away as it's 4-on-2. The Prior Lake Lakers have been doing a fantastic job of just hustling to the puck in numbers.
Definitely seem to be getting there first more often than us.
Gannon, Palan, you like that? Oberhammer, Pankratz, and Becker on the ice. 1:40 remaining in the contest. Pankratz, nice pressure down low in the far corner. Grabs one for Becker. Becker gets tied up in the near side corner. Puck pops free back to Prior Lake. Prior Lake, far boards. Dangerous stick by Oberhammer. This comes back to Pankratz. Pankratz looking for Becker. Could not get through traffic. Becker tied up. Puck is back behind him. Off the boards. Gannon can't hold it. Gannon cross ice to Oberhammer. Oberhammer enters the offensive zone. Near side. He's going to take a shot on net wide right. Back up to Pankratz. Pankratz back to Gannon. Gannon. He's going to throw it just down low. Avoids pressure. And there's a shot by Oberhammer. Pad save wide right. 47 seconds. Prior Lake will throw the puck around their own net to the weak side. Palin's there to hold the zone. Throws it down to Oberhammer. Oberhammer to Becker. Becker, his shot. Brilliant save by Prior Lake. Nice offensive pressure there. I really like the puck movement through the crease. Get a fresh 5. You got Priest, Karsnia, Vobel, Nygaard, and Umland. Nygaard takes the face off, pushes it deep into the corner. And Prior Lake comes out with numbers until Priest is able to hold it at the blue line. And it ends up on the stick of Charlie Vobel. Vobel can't catch up to it. Now it's a 4-on-1 as Vobel has the puck back. Near side corner, he gets held up. Big check by Logan Umland as he takes the puck looking for Jamison Priest. Priest, his shot. I love that shot because it went wide left off the back wall and then came up to the right-hand post. Would have been a great rebound opportunity, but no one was home for either team. So that takes us to the end of the third period as your Eagan Wildcats fall to the Prior Lake Lakers 1-4.
We'll learn a lot this week. I think we got 3 more games for the next 7 days, so we'll see you here again soon this week. Peace out, folks. Enjoy your Sunday.